One of the things I want to talk about today is what is success and how to get it. This has been something that has kept me busy for some time, really thinking about what it means to have success and even just to define success as something that is quite important, I think, when one really wants to live a fulfilled life. And I started thinking about this when I realized, well, there's been different stages, but the first stage for me was 10 years ago, no, in 2010, 8 years ago, when my career shifted and I decided to quit the corporate world. And at that time, when I went through that life transition, I decided that I really wanted to discover what being happy meant for me. So I started looking. I started looking and paying attention in my life to what is it to actually be happy. And I started my first business then. That led me to coaching and to train as a professional coach. And that also led me to dancing tango. At the time, I really thought this was the ultimate happiness. And it was for me. Only the thing is that as I grew my business as a coach, and as my world started to shift from the corporate environment to the personal development world, I started to follow different people. And I started to see that people had successes in different ways. There's people who make a lot of money online and that I really admired. And there's also people who, well, those are actually the people that I followed the most. Until one day I realized that that was making me unhappy, or that was really creating a kind of anxiety that I had a very hard time living with. Because, so I started looking inside, why is this happening? Like, why am I feeling unhappy? Why am I feeling unfulfilled? What am I looking for more all the time? Even though I really have a life where I have a lot of free time, I can travel a lot, I can dance tango a lot, I have wonderful friends, lovely, everything, family and all. So I started looking to what was going on in me. And I discovered that I was being blinded by somebody else's success. And I wanted to make success, their success, my own success. So when you think about this, this was one of the ways that I was making myself unhappy, which was comparing myself to others and thinking that their path had to be mine. When I kept looking deeper, I started thinking about then, what is it to be successful? What is my definition of success? And it made me think of values and my inner compass, which is something that I use a lot in my coaching with clients, and I of course use a lot with myself. So what is this inner compass? For me, the inner compass is really about having a clear understanding of what your values are. And values, I define values as being those things that are really important to you. So it could be freedom. Freedom could be a value of yours. It definitely is one of mine. And to me, freedom as a value means that I can work for myself, that I can choose the work that I want to do, that I can choose my clients, and that I can choose when I want to work and when I want to do something else. Another value of mine is, of course, dancing tango. So it's very important to me to have enough time and enough money to dance tango. So I make sure that a part of my energy is dedicated to dancing tango. Another value of mine is integrity. And integrity to me means that I am in alignment with my inner, what I feel inside, and that I build from the inside out. And that I hold my word, that I'm reliable and dependable. So, as you see, when I start to think about my values, I start to set up a compass upon which I can rely, that really sets what's important to me in a very simple way, which are based on values. So once those values are honored, when my life is filled with freedom, with tango, when I feel that I'm being in integrity with myself and with others, I feel fulfilled. I feel like I'm being successful because I'm living the life that I really want to live. And I'm creating it according to what's important to me. Not according to what's important to others, not according to those who need to have millions or want to have millions or want to have the house by the beach. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's just not what drives me and what is important to me. So again, think about what your values are and design your life accordingly. Find your own truth and don't let yourself be blinded by somebody else's success.